So trying to tell this how you have to remember me by practice, how you should do it. Now Arjuna wants to know how can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death. Death is very crucial, no? Everybody is scared of death, yes? That is fact. Whoever is born, he has to go through that cycle, right? The cycle will complete once the body leaves from the, when the soul leaves from the body. Which is that shloka? Just now we revised. Dehi
nosmin yata dehe kamaran yauvanam jara tata dehantara praptir dhirastara namuhya.
Dhirastatra na muhyati. Very good. Yes, excellent. Who is chanting?
Mataji, can I?
Yes, please chant.
Dehi nosmin yata dehe kaumaran yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praktir dhirastatara muhyati.
Very nice. So Arjuna wants to know, because Arjuna has come to know what is the spirit items which are there, how we are made up of, how Krishna is giving Chetana, what is Brahma, what is Paramatma. These are all things he has come to know now, because he is asking questions like a good student, and Krishna is also replying, advising him, confirming him. That is the authority, final authority. He's trying to get the advice from Krishna. And now Arjuna wants to know how can those engaged in, people are in devotional service, but how can they remember at the time of death? That death is very crucial, as we all know. When we are about to die, we may have health issues, our breathing is stopping, our heart palpitation is very high, we are in lot of anxiety. But how when you are in devotional service, you can think about the Lord, not about your difficulties or your family and all. Arjuna is wanting to know that. Krishna is saying in 8.5, Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atra samshayaha. So anybody wants to chant this?
Can I?
Yes, chant.
Yes, Mataji, can I?
Yes, chant.
Antakale mameva smaran muktva kalevaram ya prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atra samshayah.
Very nice. Yes, Ananya.
Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati sabhavam yati nasti atra
Samshayaha. Very good. Yes, who is chanting next? Quickly.
Can I read it, Mataji?
Yes, Neha.
Antakale mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atra samsaya.
Very good. Yes, who is reading quickly?
Ma'am, can I read?
Whoever at the time
And who are at the time of death
body
with his body remembering me alone at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt.
There is no doubt.
Yes. So whoever at the time of death, Antakale is last moment, when somebody is in the deathbed, and at that time who puts his body, just remembering to the Lord. It is through practice. It is not all of a sudden somebody can remember the Lord. Entire life they didn't practice. And is it possible for them to remember? Can you practice? Like suppose you don't remember the formula and you have not even practiced. By luck, you may remember some formulas in your exams. It is just a simple example. You won't be, because you have practiced some formulas, definitely you will remember it, right? There would be 99% chances that you would remember. But during your whole term, you didn't even practice once. It is not possible. It is only 0.1% chances that you may remember. Otherwise, you're not going to remember. Similarly, with your life, if entire life you don't have the habit, you don't have the practice of doing devotional service, doing bhakti, remembering the Lord, giving gratitude to the Lord, giving obeisances to the Lord, it is not possible for you to remember the Lord. Okay, add once one whoever, but fortunately, if whoever is a fortunate person who has already practiced it, definitely, and who is remembering the Lord, at once attain my nature of this, there is no doubt. Krishna is saying there is no doubt. If you are remembering me, you are just coming to me. You would be like me only. You will be with me in his kingdom, right? We would be or we are always we can always be associated with the Lord. We can serve him, but we are not going to become Lord. Okay, that doesn't mean you are going to attain my nature, that we are going to become God. No, we would always be the spirit soul, and the nature of the spirit soul is to the serve the Lord, right? To be, even the Krishna is reciprocating. So many times we have seen that Krishna is also trying to do service for his devotees. He likes to do, right? Even, right, you see, Yashoda Maya is running behind Krishna. Krishna is also giving pleasure to Yashoda Maya. No, she is also thinking about her son. So Krishna is also reciprocating. Like you see Sudama, Krishna is doing it for him, right? For Arjuna, he has become a charioteer. You can imagine, so kind Lord is. He doesn't have we as a human, we don't like to serve anybody. Like many times it happens, no? If somebody is asking us for help, we feel, oh, why I should do it, like that we keep on saying. But Lord doesn't have that type of gratitude. Even though we are just a spirit soul, but still we have so much of ego, and we feel that we are superior. But still God is the he is the most powerful person in everywhere. No person is greater than him. He is the Adi Purusham. Everything belongs to him. He is the cause of all causes, but still he likes to he always tries to reciprocate the percentage, how much you are going to surrender to the Lord is also being kind to you. Here you can see Bhishma Dev, right? Pitama Bhishma, he was actually, he knew that this is the Lord himself, and he was great devotee of Vishnu. And when he was about to die, he requested Krishna, please come in front of me, because Krishna is also sitting somewhere here. That time he requested Krishna, please come in front of me, so that when I'm leaving my body, because he had a boom that he can wish his death. No, but nobody in this world has that type of boom, right? Anybody has? No one can think that we are going to die at this movement. Anybody knows that? No.
No, ma'am.
We don't know what is the next movement. So we should be always careful and fearful that we should not do any mistakes. We should be very, try to follow the regulative principles, try to do bhakti. In that only we are going to go back to Krishna. We just don't want to just repeat this cycle of birth and death. This is like always keep on moving from one life to another, and this is very, very difficult. We feel that we are happy, but actually we are not. We are suffering from all the difficulties all over us. So these are the 9 ways of bhakti. Like Shravanam, who is chanting?
Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Parvayavam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam
Sakyam.
Kaakyam Atmani.
Very good. So Shravanam, Krishna is.
Mataji, can I also tell?
Yes, sure.
Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmani Vedanam.
Very bold, very good. Yes. So Shravanam, Chachrunu, Krishna is saying, hear attentively, hear from me. Krishna is saying he's a supreme authority. He's saying that. So always hearing is more important. That is why Krishna has given 2 years. No, you have more to hear and less to talk. It is not always blah, 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 blah. You keep on talking. You have to listen attentively, right? When we are child, no, we don't generate that habit. We just like to talk. we just don't understand what, we don't hear what people are saying. We just keep on thinking what we want to tell. So always try to hear more, always think about the Lord. When you read Shastras, when you chant more, no, you are doing Shravanam. That is not about just film music or some storybooks and all. It is, you have to do hearing from the Shastras, from the literatures, from the Vedic Puranas which are there. But Krishna is also combining that if you are reading only this Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, that is more than enough. You would know Krishna, because the main purpose of all this books, the holy books, are to know the Lord, right? But when you don't know, you're just reading it for the sake of reading, it would not benefit, right? You have to hear it very attentively. You have to, you are just like you all are listening here in Bhagavad Gita class, you're trying to hear. That is what Shravanam, you are doing Shravanam. That is the first step of bhakti. So you have to be very careful in hearing and chanting. When you chant, these are various ways of remembering the Lord. These are the 9 ways, is remembering the Lord, always thinking about the Lord, always glorifying the Lord, always thinking about the pastime of the Lord, reading the pastime of the Lord, associating with the devotees. That is the most important. Always be with people who are the devotees. Slowly, slowly, you are also going to improve. That is very, very important. And here Krishna is saying, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyachante kalevaram. Yes, anybody wants to chant?
Can I chant, Mataji?
Yes, yes.
Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajati ante kalevaram tam tam me vaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitah.
Very good. Who is chanting next?
Ma'am, can I try?
Yes, sure.
Yam yam vapi smaranam bhavam tyajate tyante anti kalevaram tam tam evaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavita.
Very nice. Who is next? Yes, Tuti.
Yam yam vapi smaran bhavan tyajati ante kalevaram tam tam yevaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavita.
Good. Yes, Tuti.
Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tajay ante kalevaram tam tam evati kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitaya.
Very nice. So here Krishna is saying, yes, say.
Yam yam vachi swaran bhavam yadattante kadevaram tam tam veti kaunteya sada sadbhava bhavitah.
Yes, who is reading? Yes, read. Shreya.
Whatever state of beginning one remembers when he quits his body, that state he will attain without fail.
Yes, Krishna is saying whatever state of being one remembers when we are about to leave our body, and whatever state we are thinking. Like if you are thinking about the deer, you are going to become a deer. If you are thinking about some animal, you are going to become animal, right? So that state you are going to attain without fail. Krishna is confirming this, right? So it is very important we have the right attitude and we remember the right thing, because only when you remember the Lord you can go back to Krishna. When you don't remember the Lord, whoever you remember, you are going back to them, right? So when you hear one story is here, this is Bharat Maharaj. Okay, he's very pious king during that period, and he left his family, everything, and after his family was settled down, and during that period people used to live for long, many years. So how it was distributed, that like they used to distribute their entire life into 4 sections, like earlier the childhood, then they would go to ashram and do education, and then they would complete all the education, and then they would become king, or they would do kshatriya duties to protect the kingdom, and by that time they were married and they had families. And after that, the families were settled. They used to give the throne to their son, and they used to live in the jungle. They used to come back to the forest and live alone and do meditation, sadhana, and then finally they used to leave their body in the forest. This was the practice in during olden days. But what happened? He left entire kingdom and he came to jungle, sadhana, bhakti, and you can see he is also doing trying to do sacrifices during that period. But what happened, once he was just doing that time, he heard a voice, and he saw the tiger was attacking one of the deer, and the deer was pregnant, and the lion tried to grab the deer. By the time, with fear, she delivered the baby, and she was being carried away by the tiger, and the deer small baby was lying down near the pond somewhere here. And so he picked that baby and he bought it, and he took care of the deer, and every day he was playing with it. It became its more. He was always like, he used to enjoy the company of the deer. He was like, we have pets, no? He was also doing like that. He was trying to think about the deer. Instead of doing bhakti, he got diverted. Yes, he was a devotee, so he got compassionate. That is okay. But after that, he should have because that is the natural tendency of the animal to stay in the jungles. It was natural for it, right? Everything is available, it can have it, and it can live his life very peacefully. But here he was so attached that he was always thinking about the deer. And then finally, after some time, the deer went to the forest. Okay, it left, but still he was always thinking about it. What will my deer do if any animal is attacking him? So much attracted to that deer that when he was about to leave his body, he just immediately, instead of thinking about, because he practiced so much, he was practicing, he was so much attached in it that while he was leaving his body, he could not forget the deer. He started remembering the deer, and immediately his body was his soul was leaving the body. He just transformed his soul went to a deer family, deer life. Can you see? Immediately he was transferred to a deer. So that is why it's very important that we keep on practicing. Otherwise, if you by mistake are so much attached to certain things, you're not going to come out of it. So it requires entire life's practice. Otherwise, Krishna is not going to make you remember also. He's not forcing you to remember him. Okay, therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna, and at the same time carry out your duties. It is your responsibility to do your duty. Like for Arjuna, it was fighting. For you, it is studying. Okay, with your activities dedicated to me and your mind and intelligence fixed on me, you will attain me without doubt. So there is no doubt. Krishna is saying this. This is Bhakta Prahlad. Bhakta Prahlad said was such an exalted devotee from his very early age. Within when he was inside his mother's womb, that time only he became a great devotee by hearing to the authority. Like Narad Muni, he was in the ashram of Narad Muni. Every day, you all know Narad Muni can't stay peacefully without chanting the name of the Lord. He is always chanting.
Yes, Mataji. If he says a word, he always says Narayana.
Yeah.
Narayana, Narayana.
Yes, he keeps on thinking about the Lord. Always he's always chanting the name of the Lord on his tongue. Always it is there. So he became a great devotee, and he also made whoever came in contact with him, the pure souls, they were all attracted and they also glorified. They all were born in which family, you all know?
In the demon family.
Demon family, Asura family, they were all born. But Prahlad Maharaj is glorified like he's the best amongst the Asuras, right? So he was such a great devotee from the childhood. So how did he practice? It is through practice, by hearing, by doing Shravanam. He became a great devotee, no? The love for Godhead was daily improving in him, right? And he became very, very humble. He was not arrogant also. He was not fearful also. He didn't have any anxiety, even though his father was about to kill him 1,000 times. He tried to do that. He is saying that you have to do devotional service. Prahlad Maharaj has given 9 ways how you have to do bhakti. When should we start our devotional service? Is it like Prabhupada? Prabhupada was also a great devotee from the childhood. When he was about 5 years old, no, he had taken this Jagannath Yatra, small cart he made along with all his friends. He took Jagannath Yatra, tried to do imitate the Jagannath Yatra which was going on in Puri. He also made it. He made a cart. He kept the deities inside the cart and tried to move it. Right. So devotional service should be started at very early age. Otherwise, it's difficult for us to practice it. We are not going to remember. So please, someone read this. Someone.
He who meditates on the Supreme
Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me. He, O Partha Arjuna, is sure to reach me.
Yes. So he who meditates, it's like someone is meditating on the Lord. Definitely, personality of Godhead. His mind is constantly engaged in remembering me. Oh, Pratha is sure to reach me. Krishna is saying, whoever thinks about me, whoever does bhakti, definitely he'll come to me. Right? You have to use your mind and intelligence to think about the Lord. Otherwise, you are diverted. Here, we have a story of Ajamila. Ajamila was a great devotee when he was very young. But later on, during some period of time, he became little, he started practicing wrong things which were not recommended, and he left his wife and he was living with another someone. He got married to some other lady and all. So he had very bad life in between his age. Then but the best thing which we did is he named his younger son, to be Narayana, and he used to always love him so much, and he used to always call Narayana. After some time, he practiced this, and finally, actually, it is in Bhagavatam, it has been said that after some time, after practicing all the wrong things, he realized his mistake and he did bhakti again. He went to Kashi somewhere and he did lot of tapasya and bhakti. When he was about to die, both the Devadutas, the Vishnu Dutas, and the Yamadutas came to take his body. What happens when your soul is going to some places? If you are not taking rebirth, or whatever karma you have done, that is going to bind you, right? That is the nature of the material world. Whatever it is there, that you are going to get the reaction for it. If you have done something good, you're going to good planets, right? If you're always thinking about the Lord, you are elevated to the kingdom of the Lord, from where you will not come back to this material world. You are always staying there. Okay, you're not going to become old. What is the best part there? You are serving the Lord, you are with the Lord, you are free from anxiety, you are not going to become old, you are not going to become sick, you are always how you are, with full of opulences. Even you would be happy and healthy, and whatever you want, you can do it. You can serve the Lord very personally, right? Here we are just practicing how we have to do it, and the final exam is there when we go there. Okay, so for the final day, how you have to practice the devotional service from the very early age. And then Vishnu Dutas and the Yamadutas, they both started fighting, and because he did wrong things also in between his life, that's why the Yamadutas were ready to take him to his kingdom, but Vishnu Dutas didn't allow, because he also took the name of the Lord when he was about to die, and he practiced bhakti. That is why he was taken back to Vishnu Loka, right? Here, that is why we have to practice it. God also helps you if you do it religiously. One should meditate upon whom you should meditate: the Brahman form, the light form, which is Brahman form is the light form, the Paramatma form is the four-handed form, or the Shama Sundar form. Krishna is personally saying in 8.9, yes, you should worship the personal form of the Lord, one who knows everything. He is maintainer of everything. We should know that. We should meditate on the Supreme Person as one who knows everything. He knows everything, past, present, future, right? He is the maintainer of everything. He is also called Palanhar, right? He maintains each and every. It is not only the humans who are being maintained. God has given all the fruits, vegetables, so many things for animals also, for small insects also. So everybody God has maintained. His creation is perfect. We can't say that is wrong or this is right. Whatever you have, you see the butterfly, so beautifully it is been created. If you see the peacocks, so beautiful feathers it has, no? Sometimes we see the flowers, we don't even believe the nature, so beautiful it is being made. The artificial things, if you made, but it doesn't look real, no? But whatever God has created, we can't try to make the same copy of it. We can't make it, no? मामुपेत्या पुनर्जन्म दुःखालयम् अशाश्वतं नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानां संसिद्धिं परमं गतः. Yes, who is chanting this?
Mamupettya punarjanma dukhalyam asaswatam napnuvanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramam gata.
Very nice. Yes, Tuti.
मामुपत्तेय पुनर्जन्मा दुःखालयम्
Ashashwatam.
अशाश्वतं नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मनः संसिद्धिं परमं गता.
Very nice. Yes, Meenakshi.
मामुपेत्य पुनर्जन्म दुःखलयम् असस्वतं नप्नुवन्ति महात्मना संसिद्धिं परमं गता.
Very nice. Yes, Anushka.
पुनर्जन्म दुःखालयम् अशाश्वतं नप्नुवन्ति महात्मना संसिद्धं परं गतः.
Very nice. Yes, Anushka. Yes, Sai Purva.
Ma punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanaha samsiddhim paramam gataha.
Yes. So Krishna is saying, after attaining me, whoever attends the Lord is a great soul. It is not very normal person. He is very exalted devotee. That is why he has attended the Lord. If you think about the Lord at the time of the death, he is not ordinary. He is definitely special. No, it is not easy for any of us. That is why we have come back here. We were not pure enough. No, otherwise we have been here. It is we who were envious of the Lord and we wanted to lord over certain things. That's why we have come to this material world. We think that this is a place wherein we are going to become powerful and we will lord over. We want to become the king of everything. That is why that mentality we had, that's why we had in this material world. Okay, we have come here to reform. Unless and until we don't reform, like people are, whoever does criminal things and something wrong, they are put in the jail, no? And we expect them to be reformed when they come back. So they are given certain type of punishments and after that they come back. But if they keep on practicing, they are just going to be present for entire life. They would be there only, they'll die there only. Similarly, if you are not improving yourself, you are just going to go through this cycle again and again, again and again. Yes, Meenakshi?
What is the shloka number, Mataji?
I think it is 8 point. Yeah, you can just trace it. Movement, I don't have to go through that movement. I'll just see otherwise. Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, someone read the translation.
After attaining me, the great souls never return to this temporary world, which is full of.
After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection.
Yes, this is 8.15, okay? Mamupitya punarjanmam dukkhalayam ashashvatam. It is dukkhalayam ashashvatam, which is temporary, right? And full of miseries. Dukhalayam is full of miseries because they have attained the highest perfection. When you have a higher taste, definitely you would, if you like dairy milk and all, will you like to have 1 rupee chocolates or 50? Earlier it was very small chocolates used to come. What would you like to have? Highest one, no? Like suppose you vanilla ice cream is there and chocolate ice cream with lot of nuts and all the choco chips and all are there. Which would you like to prefer?
Chocolate.
Yes. So similarly, if you have a higher taste of the Lord, you would not come to this temporary world. You would try to serve the Lord and be there. That is the highest taste. So highest planet in this universe. So you would, when you are gone there, you are not going to come back because this place is temporary. No, it is temporary and full of miseries. People are, whoever is going to get born, he is definitely going through all these difficulties every day. It is not permanent. Any situation is a permanent situation for you. If you are sad for entire life.
No, mom, we need some diversity.
Yeah, if you are happy, is it entire life you are becoming happy?
No, mom.
No. If you are healthy, entire life you are going to be healthy. Sometimes we are sick, sometimes we have fever. Sometimes this keeps on going like the climate, no? Sitoshna Sukha Dukkha Daha. It is the climate which keep on changing. The same climate would not always, is it 12 months, entire month it is raining? No. The climate also keeps on changing. The situation is also changing. You should always know that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead and he is God. Who is God? Krishna is God. Is he a person?
Yes, he is a person.
Yes, he's a person.
Yes. What form is this, which is you should always think about? God, he is person, he has a Shyama Sundar form. We should meditate on that form. All of them are meditating on him, right? Even if you see on Shirodaksha ocean, when Krishna is lying down on the Vishnu form, on the Sheshanag, when he is lying down, Mahalakshmi is serving him. If any difficulty in the entire demigods, if they are having any problems or any demonic attack is there, every time they are going to Vishnu only, right? They'll go back to Vishnu to get advice from him. And even Shivaji, who is also a very exalted, from Shivaji is born from Brahmaji, from here the eyebrows of the Brahmaji, Shivaji was born, right? And Shivaji also always keeps on narrating Bhagavatam to Parvati Devi, who is Maya Devi also. So she is always hearing it, and Shivaji is always chanting on the Lord's name. And Krishna is always doing his pastimes even in Golok Vrindavan also. These pastimes are happening continuously. So you can become Krishna's entire friend. You all know Krishna and Sudama. So how much percentage you are surrendering to the Lord also reciprocates. If you're surrendering him, if you're thinking him to be your best friend, he is the bestest friend of all. Right here, Sudama was his best friend, and one day what happened? Sudama didn't answer some of the question, and that's why he got a punishment. And Krishna also tried to not answer it because he wanted to be with his friend, and then he was being punished. So to get the firewood, and when they went to the forest, and they were given some chipped rice, but actually Sudama ate all of that, and he didn't give it to Krishna. And next, but Krishna knows everything. No, how does Krishna know everything?
Because Krishna is God.
Yeah, Krishna is God. Yes, that's
he's in ourselves.
Yes,
he's Paramatma.
Yes, he is within us as Paramatma also. So nothing could be hidden from Krishna. No one can. Nobody can read your mind, your heart. but Krishna knows everything because he's there, no, personally present. He's noting down everything. So after that, after his educations were over, they departed, and Krishna became Dwarkadish, and Sudama became more poor when he was there because he was not able to maintain his family also. So his wife one day requested him. She came to know that Krishna was Sudama's friend. She requested him to please go and get something because the winters are about to come and we don't have proper clothes also, and our house is also not perfect. All the snow is coming inside, or we would suffer. Our kids are also suffering. Please go to Krishna and get some help so that we can maintain a healthy family. We can try to be happy. So he was little anxious to go, but still he wanted to meet his friend after so many years. He's going to Krishna, so he can't go like that only. So he thought, because when we go to somebody's place, we take something, no, some fruit, something, or sweets, something we take. So he didn't have a lot of money. So what he said, his wife said, okay, you don't worry, I'll just get some puffed rice from my neighbors and give it to Krishna. I'll make something and give it to you. He also agreed, and he made it, and he took that with him. And when he was about to enter the palace, the security guards, they requested, who are you? You look very so he did just ask him what's your name and all. And he said, I'm Sudama. You just inform your king that I have come. When Krishna heard that, so they just came and narrated to Krishna that a very lean person with the torn clothes, he has come to the palace, and he is asking to meet you. So what should we do? Just Krishna heard that and he started running very quickly, and everybody was surprised. The king is Krishna personally is the Lord, and he had such a beautiful palace. Everything was covered with gold, lot of opulences. Dwarka was so beautiful, and he had 16,108 queens, and for all of them, all of the queens, he made separate palaces. Okay, so everywhere all the queens were there, and everybody had a separate palace of their own. And that person, he is running to see that person who is very lean with torn clothes and all. So everyone was watching at him, even the ladies here, they were watching at him. And he came and he hugged Sudama and he took him inside, and he greeted him so well because he was a Brahmana. Brahmana means who gives knowledge to all the devotees, right? He gives right direction, right? He gives the purpose of life. He explains what is the purpose of life. That's why we have to always be humble and worship them, right? You should give obeisances to the gurus and acharyas. That's what to present how you have to practice. Krishna is practicing this. And even the goddess of fortune, she, wherever Krishna is there, Bhagya Lakshmi is always there, right? Yes?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mataji.
Yes. And she is also fanning Sudama. Can you think about it? So great the Lord and the Devi is, right? And Krishna here, Krishna is saying in 8.28, Vedeshu yadneshu chapa suchaiva daneshu yat punya phalam pratishtam atyeti tat sarvamidam viditva yogi param sthanam upetya chadam. Yes, Anushka chant.
Yes, Mataji. Vedeshu yagneshu tapasu chaiva dhaneshu yat punya palam pradishtam atiti tat sarvamidam viditva yogi param sthana upaiti chadhyam.
Very good. Yes, Sai Purva.
वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव श्रूयत् पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम् इदं विदित्वा
Yogi param sthanam upetya chadhyam. Very good. Yes, Meenakshi.
Vedeshu yajneshu tapashu chaiva daneshu yat punya phalam pradishtam atyeti tat sarvamidam viditva yogi param sthanam upaiti
Very nice. Good. Yes, Tuti.
वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव दिनेषु यत् पुण्यं फलं प्रतिष्ठम् अत्यैतत्व सर्वम् इदं विदिता योगी परं सन्तम् उत्थिति कृतम्
Yogi param sthanamupetya chadyam. Yes, Neha.
वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव दानेषु यत् पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम् अत्येति तं सर्वम् इदं विदित्वा योगी परं स्थानम् उपैति च्यदम्.
So a person.
Mataji, can I
Yes,
chant?
yes, yes, please.
वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपसु चैव दानेषु यत् पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम् अत्येति तत्सर्वमिदं विदित्वा योगी परं स्थानम् उपैति चाद्यम्.
Also read, Chaitanya.
Ma'am, can I try?
A person who accepts the path of devotional service will get the benefit of studying the Vedas. At the end, he reaches the supreme abode.
Very nice. So here,
Mataji, can I try reciting sloka?
yes, read. Chant.
वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव वेदेषु यत् पुण्यफलं प्रतिष्ठम् अत्येति तत्सर्वमिदं विदित्वा योगी परं उपैति सत्यम्.
Good. So a person who accepts the path of devotional service, who has started the practice of devotional service, will get benefits of knowing all the Vedas. There are so many Vedas, no? 4 Vedas are there, all the Puranas are there. Whatever, you are just getting the benefit of knowing all the Vedas. All the purpose of Vedas is to connect to the Lord only, no? But when you are doing devotional service, you are automatically connected to the Lord. So Krishna is saying you will get the benefit of studying the Vedas. At the end, he is going to reach the supreme abode. That is the benefit of knowing the Vedas. You all know the story of Ekadashi. On Ekadashi, we are not supposed to have grains, right? Because Papa Purusha is hiding on that. And Devi is protecting us because Ekadashi Devi was compassionate. She had come from Vishnu only. So you all know that Bhagavad Gita was spoken to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra on which Ekadashi?
Moksha Ekadashi.
Mokshada Ekadashi.
Nice. On Mokshada Ekadashi. Everybody mark your attendance. Please mark your attendance. So who is chanting this?
Mataji, I'll chant.
Yes, sing.
Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodhanandan Vrijana Ranjana Yashodaranjana Vrijana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Gitaji, can you show again the bhajan?
Yes.
Can you show the backslide?
What should I show? Attendance? I have just shared.
No.
No, ma'am, she's asking the last 2 slides.
Lyrics,
The
ma'am.
bhajan.
Okay. I'll share in the group, no? Don't worry. It is there.
Mataji, Kashni attendance photo.
Yes, attendance I have marked. I have shared. You can just, everyone can click there and mark it, okay? Okay. So, yes, this is the budget. This is actually in this, Prabhupada used to like this a lot because here Radha is also there, Madhav is also there, Kunja Bihari is also there, and Gopi Jana Vallabha is also there, Girivardhari who has lifted the Govardhan hill, he is also there, Yashoda Maya is there, Brajabhumi is also there, Yamuna is also there, right? So everything comes in one song. That's why it is very, very dear and very small. Everybody can remember this very quickly. Yes. So try to memorize this, and it's very easy. You all can enjoy that bhajan. Okay. Let us meet again tomorrow. Bye.
Ma'am, I have small doubt, ma'am.
Sindhu bhaye vacha.
How many years are there in...
Vaishnavedebhyo Vaishnavedebhyo namo namah. Anantakoti Vaishnavindiki jai. Hari Hari bol. Yes, Ananya.
Ma'am, how many years are there in the Kali Yuga?
Is 432 years, and from that almost 5,117 we have already passed. Okay, man, long, it is very big. You don't have to worry, because usually the human life is not beyond 100 years. So if you calculate that, so many lives are going to come and they are going to go. So if we are not going back to Krishna, we will also come again and again and again and again and again. So we should not go through this again and again. It has been said, it is duty of the mother also, so that to see that she gives a proper right things to the kids, and nice education to the kids. It is not only the materialistic education, the education so that no other mother is the baby is not born again in some other mother's womb. Okay, so that is, you should have, this is the last life. When you are there, then you are not going to take rebirth. If you do that, then that is the best thing which a mother can gift her kids, right? So please try to do bhakti. That is the only purpose of our life. Otherwise we are just going to get reborn. This is fact. Okay, we can think that we don't know about future, what is going to become, what we are going to become in the next life. It is not that we are just born only in this life. There are multiple births we have taken. How many lives we have already taken, we don't know. This is very, very rare form. Durlabh Manav Jeevan, which is very, very, very rare. After 84 lakh of species we have got. So we should know our duty and we should do it. Okay, let us meet tomorrow again. Anybody has any doubt?
Mataji,
Yes.
No, Mataji.
Mataji, I have a problem. When I click the link, my quiz, that website is not opening, Mataji.
Okay, you do one thing. You close all the tabs and you can just contact me. I will send you the link again, okay? Or try to forward this to some other, copy this. If you click on it, no, the Google will open. You can try. Have you ever marked your attendance?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, so today you have some problem, no? You can just contact me. I remember your name, so you can just let me know. I'll send you the link again. You can use a different device or close all the tabs and refresh it and then mark it. If that is also not happening, let me know. I'll get it marked, okay? See you all tomorrow again.
Hare Krishna,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Thank
Mataji.
you so much. God bless you all. Let us meet again.